approve exemption and contract number 4400008338 with HNTB Corporation in the amount of $124,953.50 for the passenger rail feasibility study. Hi.
Hi. Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Michelle Moe, Long Range Planning Manager at TNR. This study is intended to be a complement to a TxDOT study that's being conducted by HNTB. The TxDOT study is focusing on the IH-35 corridor and is expected to conclude in March of 2026. The study we're proposing today would also be conducted by HNTB and focus on other options using the right-of-way of state highways and interstates in the region. It will analyze current rail infrastructure and potential service options from the Amtrak station in San Antonio to ABIA in Austin. It's expected to take 175 days, and it will cover project management, engineering feasibility, estimates, and technical memorandum.
Thank you.
Project management.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm going to insert some editorial into this, but thank you. I'm very excited about this one. TxDOT agreed to do a feasibility study of adding passenger rail down the UP line, basically, between Austin and San Antonio. So that's ongoing. HNTB is doing that work for them. So this is, like you said, adding on to that to look at a route that would theoretically go from downtown Austin out 71, then down 130, and then in on I-10. The study itself, I think, is just looking at the 130 to 10 part. The 71 part has more complications that I think we'll have to look at as well. But the idea is, could we, we've been hoping for years to work with Union Pacific to get passenger rail there. They've got other priorities, I think, getting freight rail through. And so this is looking at if we can squeeze a passenger rail route in the right-of-way that, does not involve taking a lot of private land. I think that makes the possibility of getting rail between Austin or sort of Williamson, Travis area down to Bexar County much more realistic and potentially much quicker. Brightline built a 50-mile section of rail in about 2.5 years, I am told. This would be a little bit longer than that, but still, if we got on it quickly, we could build it before I-35's construction is finished. So I'm very excited about this item, and I know everybody here has contributed, but Commissioner Shea, go ahead.
I'm thrilled as well. Is the TxDOT timetable for the I-35 feasibility study roughly similar to the timetable for this one? Are we likely to get both sets of recommendations along a similar time frame?
So the I-35 study is expected in March, and this should be done about 3 to 4 months after that.
Well, this really is exciting. Every time we talk about, and you've really taken the lead on this, about looking at passenger rail between Austin and San Antonio, people are just ecstatic about the prospect because nobody likes being stuck on I-35, and it's going to get worse with all the construction on I-35, which will bring up another issue, like does it make sense for simultaneous construction on South Mopac to be taking place? And I know that's an issue that's being raised at CTRMA by our appointees. But I'm really excited about this. Are we partnering with other jurisdictions along the way, or are we the chief funder on this? Because I always like to get more participation in paying for things that will benefit other communities as well.
We are the only funder of this part of it, but if we are the next step after this, if this comes back and it says, yes, it is possible to do that, then that's when we start working with that group TPRAC and Bexar County and others to see how would we pay for the operation of rail. And then I think we hit up the federal government for the construction part. That's the general sort of hope, I guess.
Well, I'm just thrilled we're getting moving on this, so yeah, I'm all for it.
Thanks. Anyone else? All right.
Yes, sir. I think it's incredibly important as we look at the way that Austin and San Antonio are merging as a metroplex. It is important, and particularly when you have projects like I-35. Any options that we can create, or any public transit options that we create, will be very valuable. So I think it is worthy of study. and worthy of examination, and to asset map and to identify the other things that are happening around us that could allow us to pool some public and private dollars, because you look at projects that are currently being done by Amtrak and how they are connecting the deepest port in the Gulf to Dallas, to South Dallas. So there are a lot of options where resources are being spent. We just have to make sure that everybody understands that there are real economic opportunities here to move freight and to move people.
Sounds good. All right. I'll make a motion for approval. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, second from Commissioner Trevelyan. Any discussion, court members? We have no callers. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, up next, we've got item 45, consider and take appropriate action to approve an order adopting amendments to Travis County